5 seconds thanks to the 1,460 horsepower Scania V8 engine. The design of the truck is very futuristic. According to its creators, the truck systems have been designed for the implementations of various hybrid technologies. High-quality materials were used in the construction, thanks to which the weight of the truck is 10,538 pounds. This red truck, which looks like a huge Hot Wheels model, is based on the Scania T500. Its main feature is the twin-turbocharged Marine engine, which delivers about 1,000 horsepower. But achieving such a figure comes at a price. The engine weighs 1.3 tons and has a 64-valve injection system. Meanwhile, the truck's top speed is 130 miles per hour, and it can accelerate to 60 miles per hour in about 5 seconds. Great attention was paid to the design. Finishing, styling, and other works took about 2.5 years, and if you're wondering what the number on the doors means, the answer is that this is the birthday of tuning legend Sven-Erik Bergendahl, whose design of 77.4 cubic inch engine runs on alcohol-based fuel, but it's so loud that you should probably wear ear protection. The author of the video points out that he built this boat together with his father, and judging by the video, he is very skilled. The boat was successfully tuned and tested. Are there any fish left at this location after that? We don't know, but the viewers of the video were delighted and expressed a desire to install this engine on all sorts of things, including a lawnmower. Speeds here are exorbitant. Cars can reach 186 to 249 miles per hour. The record in this discipline belongs to a racer named Sammy Miller. He managed to overcome a quarter mile in 3.22 seconds. The feat was captured on video, but for some reason the record wasn't logged. So a different record of 3.58 seconds, also by Sammy Miller, is taken as a reference. The key feature of dragsters is reliability. In a season, they may run even less than 100 miles, but they experience huge loads. Therefore, a lot depends not only on the drivers, but also on the car mechanics. Mike Harrer to build this truck. Harrer is known as a leading specialist in the management of restaurants, shopping malls, industrial parks, and the like, but his real passion has always been the production of this type of machinery and racing. The truck, named after the Scandinavian god of thunder, is powered by a 3,974 horsepower V24 engine and reaches a top speed of about 130 miles per hour. The truck is 44 feet long. Driving it is tricky due to the huge blind spot, so to improve visibility, special cameras were installed. But the truck surprises everyone who sees it, and is unlike anything you've ever seen before. Cycling company. This model has a glorious history. It's been used in different competitions, and thanks to the Chrysler Hemi engine, it has been very successful. The restoration took several months, and some parts, like the intake, had to be rebuilt almost from scratch. The size of the rear wheels is explained by the simple fact that these tires were designed specifically for drag racing. Judging by the sound of the engine as well, the old car is still able to show youngsters what speed is really like. Why not put a tank engine in a car? A little magic and the result is on your screen. The car weighs 9,480 pounds and is powered by a Continental engine, which is used in armored vehicles and was once in an M47 Patton tank. The engine alone weighs about the same as a Volkswagen Beetle, and after all the upgrades it delivers about 1,200 horsepower. The car is 252 inches long, so the owner should think about parking in advance. Now, the unique model belongs to Jay Leno, a famous comedian and car collector. You can take the car for a spin, as it appears in the racing simulator Gran Turismo 4. The developers saw it by chance and were so impressed that they decided to feature it in the game. worthy of appearing in a racing movie. The car is equipped with a gasoline engine with a capacity of about 300 horsepower and a volume of 702 cubic inches. The engine's very unusual. At first glance, it may just appear to be two V6 engines placed one behind the other. But it is actually a V12 with a single crankshaft and camshaft. Two radiators are needed to cool it. According to the engineers, these are some of the largest they've ever had to design. And to support the weight of the coolant, they had to build an additional reinforcement. Would you like to take this car for a drive? The unusual shape is due to the unusual engine, a Lamborghini V12. The bike is capable of accelerating up to 140 miles per hour. For a comfortable ride, the designer had to install a gearbox from a Volkswagen Type 3. The design was completely tailor-made, and Beck is delighted with the end result. Every detail blends harmoniously into the overall look, so that both its creator and everyone around him are delighted. Once you're up and moving, it handles pretty much like any motorbike would, sums up Beck. Good luck to this engineer in his future projects. This tractor is equipped with a V12 diesel engine, capable of producing over 800 horsepower. It's the same engine used in T-54 and T-55 tanks. The tractor was created in Sweden, and due to its powerful engine, it has grown in length, but is still fully functional. There's nothing environmentally friendly about this vehicle, but it will surely come in handy if you need to pull a couple of cars out of a ditch. On idle, it can go to 99.4 miles per hour. At full throttle, it's been clocked up to Mach 4. Jokes users in the comments to this truck was released in 1960, but after tuning, the original design is nothing but a memory in your mind. The car surprises us with the incredible sound of its engine and an elegant design. Although the lowered ground clearance doesn't leave anything of its previous off-road capabilities, driving it on the city streets will amuse the driver and passers-by, especially in the morning hours. Interestingly, the word rhino in the name reflects the car's styling in many ways, both because of the horn on the hood, the low body stance, and the color choice. A goal of building a simple and affordable car. Today, his work continues, thanks to modified versions like this one. The Beetle featured in the video looks like it came from the set of the next Mad Max sequel. It's equipped with a 220 horsepower Continental engine, which was borrowed from a 1941 M2 tank. The engine was converted to propane fuel to save money, and to keep the vehicle in place during testing, a counterweight was needed. The master solved the problem in a simple way. He poured about 200 pounds of cement into the front of the car. Up to 750 horsepower. Fuel consumption is 0.3 gallons per 0.6 miles, and the car can reach speeds of over 62 miles per hour. The engine is 6 foot long and weighs about 1,124 pounds. It was installed in a 1908 La France. The engineers thought the body of this car was sturdy enough, and they were right. Today, the BMW Brutus is a museum piece and lives in Germany, occasionally delighting guests at various exhibitions. A special person with a fire extinguisher is always there just in case. The flames coming out of the engine could easily set the lawn on fire. The mystery has been revealed. It's a jet-engined hydroplane. The model successfully exceeded 276 miles per hour and helped set several world records for speed over water. The Bluebird K7's career began in the mid-1960s, and until the end of the decade, it was the only model of its type to be successfully operated. The heart of this unique vehicle was the Avro 683 Lancaster heavy bomber engine. Unfortunately, in 1967, while attempting to set another record, the hydroplane broke away from the surface of the water and crashed. The body of the pilot, Donald Campbell, was never recovered. The parts of the hydroplane that were found were sent for restoration.
100 horsepower. The car's fully functional, although while driving, it is enveloped in thick clouds of smoke and flames like a disgruntled dragon. According to the author, building this car was the biggest waste of time, money, and engineering of his life. The chassis is based on a 1930 Bentley, which looks surprisingly seamless with the 24 exhaust outlets. The car's final weight is 5,291 pounds. The model's usually parked in a museum, but can also be seen at various events. A tank engine for $1,867 on a classified ads website. However, after the purchase, the project had to be put on hold. There was no suitable vehicle. In the end, he purchased a Volvo PV544, a retro car produced between 1947 and 1965. Combining the two purchases required painstaking work. For example, the planetary reduction gearbox had to be manufactured by the engineer himself. The project is not yet finished, but the test drives are going well, as you can see in this video. Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours.
Amazing facts and